All right, you ready to do this What's in the Bag video?
I'm ready, let's go.
We're at the 7th hole at the
Puerto Los Cabos mission course.
It's obviously a beautiful backdrop. That's why we picked it. We're gonna do a What's in the Bag video. We're gonna do shot for shot. Have you ever done that?
No, I haven't.
This isn't a contest.
But I feel like I'm gonna win.
I'm really interested to see what's in Claire's bag. What's your handicap, would you say?
Probably a scratch.
Yeah, I would say she's a little better than that. You have a great swing. You played all sorts of competitive golf. Really impressive golf game. We've been down here in Cabo playing for the last 4 days or so.
Yep.
You took part in our breaking series. How do you feel about that?
It was really fun.
And stay tuned towards the end of the video because we're going to be giving away 2 of our new bags coming out. And we'll explain how to do that. All right, first I want to talk about your driver.
Would you like to see it?
I want to see it.
Here you go.
Okay, cool. Oh.
Stealthy.
I'm familiar. Why did you pick the Stealth?
They sent it to me for free.
Honestly, I like the honesty. I like the honesty. Do you like it?
I do like it. Somehow I cannot get it to go low enough. I'm pretty sure it's already turned down to the lowest potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
well,
not really sure how to fix that.
Well, you have a 10.5. Maybe you could.
Maybe I could do 9.5 and then turn it low.
You should just send it back with a post note being like, Claire wants a 9.
Okay. On it.
You know, it's funny because a lot of tour players don't like this driver.
Oh,
I
really?
love it.
Okay.
And
Why do you love it?
I don't even know. I have the Stealth and I could play whatever driver I want. I just choose to use it. The same club. I just noticed that my
What did you have before the
driver
Stealth?
head cover is soaking wet. Yeah. Oh wait, your Stealth is different than mine.
Really?
Why is that?
You have the plus plus?
Plus plus. What do you have?
I have the nothing.
This is like
That's why he hits the ball so far. He has the plus plus.
I also have a 9 degree, see? Dude, you know what we should do is put my head on your shaft.
Yeah, we should. That'd be a good test.
Getting into tinkering.
That would be a
Are
really
you a
good test.
Do you like to tinker?
No, but I think I could become a tinkerer if I were shown the proper tinkerer way.
All right, well, you're the one with the driver tool, so. Okay, my wood here is a 5 wood. I like a Sim, I have a Sim 2 5 wood.
That's the only wood that you have?
Yeah, I only do the 5 wood.
Do you have 14 clubs in the bag?
Last time I checked.
What are your irons?
You're
like 2 iron?
I have 4 iron to pitching wedge. And then I have a 3 iron.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I have
Not good at math.
I have a Mizuno 3 iron. It's an MP20.
Okay, nice.
And then the 5 wood. And that kind of, you know, it sort of works.
Kind of does what you need.
I don't know if it works.
I feel like you probably need a 3 wood for the long par 5s.
I think a 3 wood, it goes too low.
Okay.
And then you end up with like a very like, I don't know, it's like the 5 wood for me, you can kind of hit it lower and further if you want. Or you can kind of like hit it like
if you want it to
240.
hold a green.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What are you doing over here in like the
wood
long
range?
clubs? Yeah.
All right, so my first club is a 3 wood. It is the M4 TaylorMade.
Yeah, I like this one.
I think it's a tour head, actually. Yeah, M4 Tour. I don't know how I got this, but I'm glad I did.
It just showed up.
Yeah, somehow.
I like the small head for a wood.
I really like this club. It's treated me very well on this trip.
Yeah, I also, honestly, I really like go back to this design even with this like silver on here. Like I really like that.
I like that too. I think they underutilized that.
How far do you hit
went
this
too
club?
quickly from white to black. We needed
agree.
more silver moment.
Fujikura 2.0.
And then the shaft is really pure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? How far do you hit this club?
Shaft. I hit this club up to like 225, maybe
Oh, wow.
230 sometimes. I bomb this club.
Bombers.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what do you got? Like, how do you do?
Other 2?
Yeah.
I had this one company send me a stock 5 wood. Don't ever take it out because I haven't had a chance to practice with it. And the shaft I think is too whippy for me, but it's an M4. And
oh yeah, I have the shaft actually in one of my clubs that I hate, so.
So not great reviews so far.
Yeah.
And then I have an M2 3 hybrid that's super old. Don't love it either, but you know, we'll see if I can get something better in the bag
Also super whippy. I mean, this is a head that's been around forever.
Yeah, and the shaft is like a mystery shaft. I can't remember. It was like,
oh, wow,
it was in testing at the time. It hadn't released yet. But yeah, it's not the greatest fit for me, but I make it work.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, now we're into irons. You have the 3 iron, right? We just went over that.
I have the 3 iron, yeah.
But don't you have Tacoma irons?
Yeah.
And
So,
those are new, you like them?
I'm not gonna go through all the irons, but we can look at like the 5-iron here. So this is like the newest version.
That's clean.
So you know these guys.
Yeah.
So I spent a night in the sauna with a couple Finnish boys.
Yeah, apparently nude, so well bonded.
We were all totally just hanging out, and we were in the sauna, and we went swimming afterwards. It was a magical experience, honestly, and I left with a bunch of new shafts. Sorry, I left with a bunch of new clubs, and I'll be honest, like I'm really picky about the partners that we work with at Random Golf Club.
Yeah,
and
especially the clubs you have to play.
Oh yeah, totally. And
because I've seen you when you're playing a bad round. It's not fun. He does not like to play bad.
No, I'm sorry you saw that.
It happens to the best of us.
The cool thing about these clubs is, I don't know if you know this yet, but the heads are forged in Japan. And they all come with KBF shafts, and they have different kinds. And they're KBS.
There we go.
Sometimes I mix it up. And yeah, and I honestly like the price point of these. You can get, I think it's 4-3 pitch for like between $500 and $600.
Whoa.
Which, you know,
and
like
they're clean.
They're
I've
clean.
hit them a couple of times on the low.
Actually,
and they are very pure.
If we can find it, we could roll the footage of me lipping out for an ace today.
Look at.
Oh.
Seriously.
Oh my God!
Go in!
Currently in my bag, although it may change soon, I have the Titleist T200s. I have 5-through pitching wedge in these. I got fit for these. The shafts are like pretty bougie. What do we call these again? They are the steel fiber I-80 shafts, Aerotech. So these are like really bougie shafts. They're supposed to be like kind of graphite, but way more stable. So not that like crazy jump in speed if you just absolutely pure them. They're more of like a stable, you know, so like you're not gonna have like a crazy range of how far you hit the club, whether you hit it poorly or great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a composite.
Yeah, something like that.
I like it. And you like these?
Yeah, I do like them.
And you have those down to?
Down to the pitching wedge. And then we're onto wedges, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Just about done with this old segment here.
So you're pretty much TaylorMade, Titleist, TaylorMade.
TaylorMade, Titleist, Titleist.
Interesting. Let me see the wedges. I was looking at the designs on the wedges before.
Yeah, the wedges are fun. I have a couple different options. I have my go-to 54-degree wedge. Just says birdies on it in a bunch of different colors, and then CH in snow, so Claire Hogle in snow. So that's fun.
What's snow?
Snow is just like, it's just spitter spattered about, like snow might be in the air.
Did you know that that's what they call that?
Yeah, that's
snow?
what they call it, yeah.
I'm gonna start saying that more often.
Cool.
Snow.
Yeah.
I think I might rename Snowball just Snow.
Okay.
My dog.
Oh.
He just.
I don't think he'd respond.
Yeah, and then I have like whatever wedges. I have TaylorMade wedges, but I'm actually about to experiment with the difference between artisan wedges, you know, who used to make Tiger's irons.
Oh.
And Kirkland wedges. So stay tuned for that.
Kirkland. Oh, that good, well-known, reliable family brand.
Dude, I like Costco.
I'm into Costco.
We're gonna go there
We just
right
went to
after
Costco in Mexico.
Yeah.
We have a guy on the team who basically vouches for Costco runs in foreign countries to be like a full-on hobby, pastime sort of a thing. So
what's that guy's name?
That guy is named Landini the Great Houdini. Landon. We love Landon.
Okay, let's talk about your putter.
Oh, my putter. New putter in the bag.
And this, you told me this week, is your favorite club in the bag.
I do love my putter. I've always loved putting. If I had the chance in high school, I wouldn't be playing 9 and I wouldn't be on the range. I would just be on the putting green, draining putts. So I love my putter.
Here's actually where I get kind of interested, right? Because I've always been a blade person. Are you always a blade person?
I went to a face balance mallet putter for a year in high school and I putted really well with it, but it's just an entirely different stroke.
Right.
It is not the same stroke. Like with a blade, you can lead a lot more with the hands. With a face balance putter, you almost let those hands hang back and release under square toward the hole.
Yeah.
Don't putt well with a mallet because I've practiced so much with a blade putter.
Yeah.
So.
I've used a blade putter my entire life of playing golf, and I just switched literally on this trip to this like
intense,
wild, you know, like sexy giraffe of a product here.
I can see the giraffe-like nature of this.
Right,
this
and like
here.
honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, oh no, I'm not. I won't.
Oh no,
It's not
I can't.
happening.
It's just
And I mean, I don't know if you've ever putted with this particular.
But you've really claimed it on this trip.
I mean, we made some putts, right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
we made a few
some
putts.
And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of technical stuff going on here. We can explore that in a different video. But the first thing that you're going to notice is you don't need to do the. Did you notice this?
It's a white shaft, or oh, it's offset.
The
What?
shaft goes into the grip
so it's
at
got
an
a forward
angle.
shaft lean.
So it's already leaning, even just at address.
I like that.
I think
I
you
am
like it.
very much into that.
All right, so what else do you have in the bag? Like, let's any other things to note here?
Got a rangefinder, blue tees. The case does not match
I actually like that case though.
the blue one. I got them all mixed
I actually
up.
really like that case.
Yeah, it's a good case. I think that's probably it. The only other thing in here that is of note is my scrubby brush. Really into this thing. It's got kind of the seatbelt retractable, you know, just in case you need to be like 3 feet away scrubbing your club.
Remote scrubbing.
I like it. So.
I will say that scrub brush is non-conforming. I just have to say it because I scrubbed my brush. I scrubbed my
so
club.
You want to just take it from the top?
No, we don't.
You want to take that one from the top?
We haven't cut once. This is a one-take Johnny, except for this guy. No, but I scrubbed my club.
Yep, you got this. Keep going.
And literally shavings of the club were coming out.
Ooh,
I can
so
show
you're
you.
adding grooves.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically,
Okay, I can
you're
see that.
changing the dynamic usage of the club. We may want to cut this out because you could be retroactively disqualified from your greatest achievements. It's potential, I don't know.
Yeah, we may need to cut this part out.
So tell me about your bag. Do you love this bag? You know, Vessel's a great bag maker.
I'm very much into it, yeah. Before I got this bag from Swag, because I believe Swag and Vessel work together on some things, I had a Vessel bag before this. It's like a really nice, high quality, just a clean, well-made bag. Lots of pockets, good comfortable straps, a good number of holes.
This bag weighs...
This bag weighs
about
a fair
80 pounds.
bit. I don't walk much anymore.
Yeah.
At all, regardless of which bag. But
She can walk on her hands though.
I can walk on my hands. Cut to the footage. Not good, I can do it.
I mean, that's impressive.
Good
I could never
relatable
do that.
content right there.
Yeah, want to see?
What?
Wait, what?
But yeah, I like this bag.
Yeah.
And I like your bag too.
Thank
That
you.
thing is a cool looking bag. And speaking of, the viewers can get one, right?
Yes, they can. Thank you. Wow, Claire, you are just...
I do what I can.
You're born for it.
I know.
Yeah, so this is our new bag here, and this is kind of a... It's a lot. It's a big story. But anyway, if you do, as I explain it, if you do want to have the opportunity to win, there's 2 colors of these. The second color is right here. Did you see it? Which color did you like better?
Personally, I really like this bag.
This one's fun. This
Yeah.
one's fly. This
Yeah.
one's got a feeling to it.
Fly.
You just have to be on our email list. So if you're already on our email list, don't worry about it. And if you are not, go to randomgolfclub.com, hit the pop-up blocker, sign up. And the day after we launch this bag, which is Tuesday, December 13th, you will be sent, if you're one of the people, a free bag or a link to a free bag. I don't know how it's gonna work. It'll work though.